Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Eufloria HD, and thank you for watching. Eufloria is a pure strategy game, guys, and it really reminds me of a game that we indie-viewed way back called Galcon Legends, where, you're kind of battling, for asteroids or planets, or whatever you want to call them. You're managing your troops, or in this case, seedlings, but unlike, the other game, this game has a lot more customization and troop composition, which makes for a really tactical game, guys. Eufloria itself has been around since about 2009, but the HD version came out October 2014. It was developed in association with Omni Systems and Alex May and Alec Amzell. I'm thinking that's his last name. Sorry if I mispronounced it. And it was published by Omni Systems. You can go ahead and get Eufloria HD on Steam for $14.99. It's also available on the mobile market for $4.99. Why the price difference? Not quite 100% sure, to be honest with you. Nonetheless, though, this version of Eufloria is significantly more enhanced and streamlined than its predecessor. There's like new units, like a new save function, new speed up function. Also, a really cool thing is that it's completely free if you own the original, which is pretty awesome of the developer to do, because they added a lot to this game that really significantly changed it, and they probably could have charged full price for somebody who had already bought the game, but they didn't. They offered it for free for the people who had bought the original version of the game. So what is Eufloria, guys? Well, let's just get right into it. You're basically kind of your plants, basically kind of floating around the galaxy, inhabiting asteroids, and you work for this thing called the Mother Tree, and there's a whole story here. It's not necessarily the main aspect of the game here. The main aspect of the game is the really deep tactical combat. So we're going to check out the options here. And there's a lot of things to kind of check out here. There's kind of two different styles of playing the game. It's not necessarily easy or hard, but I guess you could kind of look at it that way. There's more like a relaxed version of the game where you can just kind of just chill out, enjoy the sereneness of the game, and flow through the game. Where if you're looking for more of a tactical challenge where you want the game to challenge you, you'd want to play it on challenging. You can also redefine all the controls. The game does feature controller support. I find it a little bit more intuitive to just play the game with my keyboard and mouse for sure, though. But you do have that option available to you. And it even worked with my Logitech controller, which is a credit to the game because most things kind of ignore my my Logitech controller. You have some sliders here, really not much to speak as far as, you do have some resolution control, level of detail, render quality, high density. I'm not sure. I think this controls like how many seedlings you have flowing around your planet. I'm not really 100% sure what that does, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it does. And I think that's pretty much it for options. There's several game modes that you do have to play through here. You have skirmish mode, dark matter mode, and a story mode. And so there's a lot of replay value here also. There's also Steam achievements and these things called artifacts. I'm not really sure. I think the artifacts are just little Easter eggs, things that you can collect in the game to give you, bonuses here and there. Well, not necessarily bonuses, but just little fun things for you to collect. So I've been playing the game for about an hour now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replay level 8 because I think level 8 really gives you a good idea of what the type of gameplay you're going to be looking for. It also has basically gives you the most access to most features. So I'm going to immediately kind of click on my planet here. As you can see here on my planet, there's a lot of information to take in. There is the planet's composition. Well, what the planet's composition basically means, energy, strength, and speed, is the seedlings types it'll produce. So as you can see, it's kind of very well rounded right here. So these seeds will be produced on these planets, which are these little dudes buzzing around right here. By the way, I'm just going to send them over here because I need to conquer this really quickly. So while they're doing that, I'm going to just go back here on this planet and keep talking about what you're looking at here. So, aside from these 3 energy bars, that's basically what that does here. Basically, these green bar right here, that says 114, kind of shows you how much health that planet has. So as you can see right now, for instance, this planet has 109 health. My troops are battling to the death for it, and they will eventually conquer that planet right there. And that bar will start going down as they're destroying the trees and basically kind of conquering the planet itself, eventually getting to the core of the planet and starting to do damage to it and eventually kind of convert it to my side. Below that, the number of trees right here represents what kind of, you have 2 options for this. You can kind of grow like a defensive tree that'll basically attack enemies for you as they approach the planet, or you can make like a troop spawner, which is this one right here, the first one, that'll start producing more seedlings for you and allow you to produce more troops on that planet. So for instance, I got 40 troops, which is the maximum number of troops on this planet I can have, and I've also converted this entire planet. Also, you can see that this planet's composition is kind of different from this one. For instance, this one has a higher focus on strength, and this one has a more, more well-rounded approach to things. So as you can see, I have 6 seedlings on this planet. For you to make a tree, you need 10 seedlings. So if I wanted to make a defensive tree, I need 10 seedlings. If I wanted to make more a tree to produce more seedlings, I need 10 seedlings. Of course, below that, you have the number of enemies. This button right here on the far left allows me to assign where my troops will be kind of automatically spawn and head towards. So if I wanted to, I could say, well, I want to send all my troops that way from now on. Or you can, of course, just click kill that also. Now, aside from that, and the thing that they've kind of given you access to as of this board is the ability to kind of customize or terraform the asteroid that your tree is on. So, for instance, I could take all of my troops from this and start kind of upgrading the planet's composition. So I can say, I want this planet to upgrade 100 seedlings worth of speed, basically. And it'll sacrifice 100 seedlings to get that done, but then my planet will have really good composition and strength and speed and fairly good in energy as well, and allow me to kind of kick massive amounts of butt. I'm going to go ahead and produce more seeds on this planet. So as you can see there, my seed count will start to rapidly fall here, and then that will start to go up very quickly as well. And that's how you kind of manipulate that. Now, you can only manipulate, I think, 1 bar at a time. Like, for instance, I can't say, like, 50 in this and 50 in that. It only allows you to alter one particular stat at a time on the planet. But it allows you definitely have to have some sort of, like, as you could say, customization almost, and create troops that you specifically want. So that basically kind of covers the bare bones essential of how you kind of move your troops. You can also kind of click and drag on your planets to send them to different planets, of course. So for instance, I could scout this planet and see what's going on over here. I could send 1 troop, or I could send a number of troops by simply kind of left clicking and dragging in a semicircle, depending on how many troops I wanted to send. If I want to send like 3 or whatever, obviously that's not going to be enough to invade this planet. I'm going to need a hell of a lot more than just 3. I am going to, however, send all my 9 troops to this planet, so that way I can continue getting this planet quickly pollinated, or I should say, quickly terraformed, I should say. So that way it has a lot of strength to it, and it's a really beefy planet. I also want to kind of finish the last tree on this planet right here, so that way I can start producing the maximum number of troops as well. Okay, and one major feature which I really like about this game is the ability to kind of fast forward. On the top left of the screen, you can hit the fast forward button and it'll let you just kind of zoom by things and let you kind of pass time more quickly. So that way you don't have to sit here and literally watch all your seedlings get mass produced, slowly here. So you can see that now that we're kind of going at 2 times speed here, it's just going by really, really fast, and things are just happening much more quickly. Also hit the last tree here, so that way it starts producing more seedlings. Also, as you kind of time passes, your trees will grow and allow you to produce more and more seedlings as time moves forward. So I can send them to here. Let's just hopefully finish this off. By the way, I can zoom in with my mouse wheel. I can also zoom in with my Q and E button. It's really simplistic control-wise. It's not really too complicated as far as controlling the camera or how you move troops, or really, it's all very simplistic and easy to control, which is another thing I really like about Eufloria quite a bit. So as you can see now, all of my troops have basically been poured into this planet's terraforming. I have maximized speed, and now I have a really high speed stat, a high strength stat, and a pretty fairly high energy stat. And now I need to go around conquering the rest of these planets in my area, which we'll begin going ahead and doing here in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and conquer probably that planet there, but to do that, I'm going to want to at least get another, I don't know. That should probably do it. I think that should probably do it. 50 troops should probably be able to pull this off. They're probably going to defend their planets. You can see they're sending 14 enemy units there. We can zoom in, get a view of the action, kind of see what's happening here. It's kind of cool watching the action, I have to say. I enjoy that quite a bit. Looks like they're little fighter pilots just trying to kill each other. Once we conquer the planet, we basically kill its core, we take it over, and we kind of take over all the assets that are already on that planet. So as you can see, this enemy already had 3 trees on it. I'm going to go ahead and grow another tree on it. Maximize its troop production, I should say. Blah, blah, blah. There's 25 story levels for you to enjoy, by the way. They kind of span across this interesting story where you're trying to discover where these particular gray seedlings come from. Okay, how many we got here? We got 40. That's pretty good. 29, 32. You can also kind of just simply assign troops to head towards one planet by basically kind of clicking on this button right here, which sends out a beacon plant. and lets you just kind of send all troops in that particular one direction, for instance. So we're going to take these 68 troops. We'll go that way. We should be able to conquer that planet pretty easily here. Looks like we ran into a new kind of enemy here. He didn't really have much going on that planet, so it should be easy to conquer it and take it for ourselves. Again, we'll just mass produce a massive amount of seedlings and grow a lot of trees there, and it'll start producing quite a bit of troops for us. We have any planets we have right here? We got how many going on over here? What's going on? Let's see here. Let's re-click on this planet. We got 32 troops. I'm going to send them that way. This is where I said kind of really reminiscent of Galcon Legends. Graphically speaking, of course, the game is very simplistic looking, but also when you kind of zoom in and get going for a lot of details, it is rather pretty. Slow things down. It all looks very majestic, and the music is very serene and nice. And it does, a really good job of creating a relaxing element, even though you're kind of strategically wiping out, other plant-like scenes here. Let's go ahead, and we have about 85 troops on this planet. Now, there is a tactical thing to this. Like, if I were to send all of my troops, that could be a very foolhardy mistake. The enemy could, counterattack and take my planet while I'm taking one of theirs, and it could backfire. But this particular level is just kind of showing you how upgrading and terraforming planets can be very beneficial to you. Not all planets can be terraformed, but it really depends on the planet itself. So, for instance, this one we could definitely terraform, and I may very well go ahead and do that once I actually conquer this planet. I'm actually going to send my troops back, and then I'm going to just pour all 100 seedlings into strength, and that'll give me a high speed, high strength troop count, kind of like this planet. Actually, you know what? Wait. Can we change our minds about that? Can we? Oh, nope. No, we can't. No, we can't. That's done. That's a done deal. All right. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll send them that way. Again, we just have to kind of conquer planets. As you can see, that circle, by the way, kind of shows you my sphere of influence. So, like, for instance, this planet can't really attack anything else because I've conquered everything in its territories. But it basically, I can just take all those troops, again, send a beacon plant to this planet, and say, well, I want all troops from this planet to go here from now on. One thing I will say that I wish I could do is kind of assign multiple plant beacons to just go from one planet to the next. You kind of have to individually do it, which can be a little bit tedious at times, depending on how big the board is. And the boards themselves won't take anywhere from, from 20 to, 15 minutes at the most, I find, usually. All right, how many troops we got going on here? We got quite a few. Let's get things going over there. We could probably take another planet with the 146 that we have here. Good grief. Yeah, go ahead, take that planet. It shouldn't be that difficult for you. Again, we can kind of zoom in, see what they're doing. They're just flooding the planet and just annihilating everything. We conquered that planet. We'll put another tree on it. And we'll continue conquering as we move forward here. Let's see how many we got going on here. We got 19. How many we got going on here? We'll send these 43 over here. They should get there pretty quickly because they're really fast flyers. Plus, we have the 3 times speed going on. I will suggest that you probably play the game with 3 times speed going on for most of the time because it's just easier that way. They kind of just manage troops. I kind of flip around from view to view, from really far out view to close in view. We got about 92 troops. We should be able to take that planet. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Again, there is some minimal defenses on this planet. Some of the earlier levels are easier than others. They're just kind of teaching you the bare bone mechanics of the game, how to terraform planets, how to control your troops, at least for the first 10 levels or so. And the story mode is mostly is just a tutorial itself, teaching you how to play the game. Oh, they're trying to launch a counterattack. That's okay though, because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, guys. I don't know what you're thinking there. It's cute, but it's just not going to happen. We're going to send all 100 and looks like 90 troops to this. We should be able to easily take this planet. We'll zoom in on some of the action here. They kind of look like Vipers from Battlestar Galactica going at it, doesn't it? They blow one of the trees apart. They'll start infecting the planet now. And there, it's suddenly ours, and now the defenses are working against them. And we've pretty much conquered that planet and secured all of our base planets. So now we can go ahead and just start kind of just sending all of our seeds. That doesn't sound right, but it's the truth. All our seedlings towards this planet. This game would be a great way to talk to your kids about sex, I have to say. like Sunny, when your mommy and daddy get together, they produce seed and they fertilize the planet, just like in Eufloria. Tee. Okay, so let's send all of our troops now towards one unified planet. Make sure I send everybody. Whoever, there's no troops on that planet. That's fine. Is there any troops on this one? Of course there is. All right. There we go. Is that everybody? I think we got this one left. There we go. That's combined forces of, well, that's an impressive number. 360, 70, 80, and rising rapidly. So let's just go ahead and divide our forces this time. Simply we'll just send 200 this way, and then we'll send the other 200 that way. And we'll have two battles going on at once at this point now. We're just kind of dividing and conquering. As you can see here, we're just kind of simply slaughtering the enemy planets and just converting them to our side. We should have more than enough troops, I would think, to probably conquer that from both sides. So I'm going to do that now. They're not going to be prepared for, 300 seedlings to just come in here and destroy them. They have quite a few defenses up, though. But now they're mine, and it's over. It's over. It's done. We'll reinforce them with another 100 seedlings, as you can see here. Now, I can go ahead and terraform some of these planets here if I wanted to. I think that one's available for terraforming. It really depends on the planet. It's not always the same. And it's always a little bit different. We'll send 200 that way, and then the rest that way. That should be pretty much it. Should be a done deal. We'll slow the action down so you can get a little bit of a better view here of everything that's going on. And you can see them kind of going into the planet's core itself and kind of converting it from the inside. It's kind of awesome looking the way they swarm things. Those little blue bubbles, by the way, are kind of the extra little add-ons you can catch in the game. Basically, those little achievements. And now we've beaten that level. We're kind of done with it. We can kind of move on to the next story here. And you get a basic good idea how you go around in story mode kind of conquering planets, how the tactics work. And the game itself, I don't want you to think that the game is easy in any way. That was just kind of a story mission. So I also played it before, so I kind of knew what to do immediately. But you also have skirmish arenas where you can the game's not going to hold back. You can basically play against the game at kind of its full strength, and it'll try to conquer your planets. You need to play a little bit more tactically. They're terraforming planets. You're terraforming planets. You can send different kinds of troops. You can say, well, I only want to send speed troops to this one planet, or I want to send only strength troops to this one planet. And it offers just a lot of tactical combat here. You can also change the color of your little seedlings. Whatever color you want. You're like, okay, well, I want them to be red. That's cute. Can they be pink, purple, whatever color you like here, guys. There is dark matter mode, which is kind of like lets you play through the story missions, but a little bit more difficult. And apparently the bad guys are aligned with darkness, is what it says, basically, when I first got my hands on this game, guys. So, guys, it's a really easy to get into, but as the game gets, more and more complex as you move forward here. We'll play this board for about a little while here, see what it's like here. This one's called Critical Mass. We've isolated outposts somewhere in this quadrant, find them, and free our seedlings if they are still alive. So again, now we got 5 trees that we can have on this planet. So I'm going to go ahead and grow some more seedlings. I want this to be kind of like a troop generating planet. Find and free all our seedlings, capture large outposts, and defeat all enemies. As you can see here, the board's composition, we only have really one thing in our way. We can go ahead and send a quick scout to see what that planet's like here. Now again, like I said, you can choose what kind of troop you want to send. So as you can see, we mostly produce speed troops on this planet. We'll just send one of them. Whoops, no. Just one troop. He'll fly over here and show me what to expect. We got 11 enemy troops here. We could probably take that planet right now, actually. Just go ahead and take that planet now. They'll go and start engaging these enemy troops here. And they'll start attacking the tree here. As you can see, it starts glowing more red. It's taking more damage. Eventually, it kind of pops off. And they can start going into the planet's core and officially converting it. But the enemy can't interfere with that, of course, if they manage to kill all of my troops. They can prevent me from taking this planet here. But I don't really think they're going to. We have this planet pretty much locked down, I'm pretty sure here. We'll speed the game up a little bit. I'll start producing more troops on this planet. Again, I want to be careful how many troops I used to sacrifice on this planet. Because, the enemy could counterattack. It could attack me at any moment. Like they're doing right now. Oh, God. They're trying to take it from me. It's my troops versus theirs at this point. 8 versus 10, because we're producing troops as we're fighting. That's kind of why we're winning this battle. They retreated. Thank God. That could have backfired on us very quickly. I'm probably going to want to produce a defensive tree because we obviously are very close to the enemy. And I'll probably maybe start terraforming the planet. No, I can't terraform this particular planet. Not this time, but I can produce another tree. I'll maybe wait a little while longer here, get to about 20. So that way I just have some more defensive things up here. As you can see, I've also produced one defensive tree that'll basically help me to kill enemies if they try to attack me again. There we go. Now we got all trees up. I can't... Okay, so I can terraform this planet. Okay, cool. So I'm going to want to go with... let's go with... Part of me wants to say strength, but speed or energy might be a good one to choose from here. I don't know. I can either max out one particular thing or max out... Let's just go with strength. Let's go with strength. Let's just max out strength. We're going to max out strength as much as humanly possible. This is probably a little bit foolish of me. You know what? We're gonna take it easy at first. We're gonna slowly enhance our strength here on this planet. We don't need to go all out right away, and we probably don't, seeing how we want to keep as many seedlings on this planet, just to, you know, kind of prepare if they do attack. We'll send another scout. He'll let us know what's going on this planet. We don't really much to fear from this planet right now. So, you know what we're going to do? We're probably just going to go ahead and maximize our strength. We'll turn it up to ×3 here, so that way it just gets done really fast. We're producing massive quantities of troops from both planets here. We got to be careful, though, because the enemy's going to get a little wiser to things. They're going to be like, hey, there's nothing going on that planet. What's going on? But that's why I built that one defensive tree up there to kind of protect myself. But yeah, guys, the game visually itself is very pleasing. Musically, it's very nice. They basically kind of re-rendered the game to make it look really nice. People who've been playing it on the mobile port, though, have had this for quite a while, though. And they know all about it. Lucky get them, huh? We just got our hands on it on the PC now and can play it and enjoy it on our computers. And it's just a really fun tactical game. Now we got about 11 troops. We're producing massive amount of troops now. We got high strength troops, as you can see. Basically, I think I can send speed troops or strength troops, basically depending on what planet type, as you can see here, because this planet's producing only strength. I mean speed. This planet's not producing strength troops. I probably need energy troops from this planet here, and I will build that really quickly. I'm going to send all of my troops from this planet to that one, and we should be able to take it. We should be able to take it. Are you kidding me? Are they like holding on to that planet? Look at them. They're like, we are determined to hold on to the planet. Alright. Whoa! What is going on here? Wow, they sent a massive force to try to take this planet from me. As you can see, they tried to, I think we've already taken it, though, haven't we? I'm not sure. Yeah, we have. So I'm going to produce a defensive tree. They instantly tried to spawn onto this planet and made like 4 trees. But I guess we took it from them before they could do that. That works out for me. I'm not complaining. At all. I will go ahead and enhance this planet. I'm going to enhance it by producing a large amount of energy troops. Now, each kind of troop has its own use. For instance, speed troops really fast, can get through enemy defenses and fly from one planet to the next. Energy troops are really conservative, can take out a planet's core really fast. Strength troops are good for taking out a large number of troops if there happens to be one. I'm going to go ahead and set this up as a new beacon planet here. And I'll do the same for this particular planet also. Because we want our troops to always be kind of pushing forward. There's really no point in ever, in this particular case, until we start getting to multiple planets, then we'll want to set up kind of like a defensive barrier. So now we have 3 different kinds of troops here that we can send out. High energy, high strength, or high speed troops, which basically gives me really good unit composition, which is really nice. And they also all look really different too, which is pretty cool. As you can see them kind of buzzing around this planet. You can see the bigger ones as strength ones. The smaller ones are the faster ones. And I can't really make out which ones are the energy ones because I think the planet is still... Let's see. I think I can kind of take a quick peek at which ones look like the energy ones. Oh, so the ones with 4 wings are the fast ones. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. So if you can see, kind of zoom in massively here. I don't see them very well, but, you know, they're there. So we got 65 troops on this planet. Let's just go ahead and we should be able to conquer this planet. No questions about that. We have a giant different composition of units. They do have a lot of troops on this planet here, though. So this is going to be a pretty brutal battle here. I'm kind of curious. I might lose. Yeah, it looks like I might lose. I'm actually going to pull my troops back. And see if I can kind of pull them off of their planet. A little bit. They got quite a few troops here. 32. We should be able to pull this off, I think. We're going to try to conquer this planet one more time. Go! There you go. Yeah, take them out. Take them out. Take them out. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You're not doing it, are you? Reinforcements, go. Did they pull back? Oh no, they're attacking my planet now. Oh no. They're attacking one of my trees. But we conquered their planet. They're now attacking mine, though. Oh, this is all out battle right here. Look at this. I think we're definitely going to win, though. They're not going to win this battle. I got their forces trapped between a rock and a hard place between these two planets here. I'm pretty sure they're done. Yeah, they're done. There we go. So I think it gives you a pretty good example of what the combat's like, guys. It's pretty tactical. It's pretty awesome. Maybe not necessarily as high-paced as Galacon Legends was. It's definitely a lot more of a slower, more strategic game, guys. But to wrap up, guys, Eufloria is a deceptively simple-looking game. And just like in the game, as you get deeper into it, it grows, showing you more complexity and more features. And suddenly, it's not a simple game, but a vicious, strategic battle to the death. I enjoyed my time with Eufloria, guys. It's different in a good way, and I can easily kind of see myself blowing, quite a bit of time on this game, guys. It's virtually bug-free, well, except for the seedlings, and the game is very well put together, guys. There's also quite a bit of bang for your buck here, and the number of levels you get to play through, from the skirmish mode to the dark matter mode, mastering your strategies and skills, guys. So if you enjoyed what you see, I encourage you to go ahead and get this game, guys. Big thanks to the developer for a chance to check this game out. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome games, guys. Till next time, play more indie games.